Why does the path of a chosen one often feel so lonely, even when they are destined for greatness? Many people imagine that being a chosen one, a person with a special purpose or destiny, must be a life filled with glory and success. After all, isn't it every hero's dream to stand out from the crowd, to have a unique mission that sets them apart? But what if the truth is much darker than we realize? What if being a chosen one is not just a blessing, but also a heavy burden that most people never see? The reality is that chosen ones often face struggles that others can't even imagine. While everyone sees their potential and the incredible things they are meant to achieve, no one talks about the hidden battles they fight in silence. They are expected to be strong, confident, and ready to take on the world. But this expectation comes with a cost. The pressure to live up to their destiny can be overwhelming, leading to feelings of isolation and loneliness. These individuals often find themselves standing alone, even when surrounded by others. The weight of their responsibilities can make them feel like they don't belong, even among friends and family. They might face betrayal by those they trusted or suffer from deep self-doubt, wondering if they are truly capable of fulfilling their destiny. The sacrifices they make, whether in relationships, personal dreams, or peace of mind, are rarely understood by those around them. Being a chosen one is not just about achieving greatness. It's also about facing the dark truth of walking a lonely path. It's about overcoming the struggles that come with their unique role, often without the support or understanding they desperately need. And this is a reality that few people ever talk about. The weight of expectations. For chosen ones, being singled out for a unique purpose may seem like a remarkable honor, but this role carries with it an immense burden that can be difficult to bear. The expectations placed on them are often sky high, as they are seen as the individuals who will make a significant impact on the world or their community. This can create an overwhelming sense of responsibility that weighs heavily on their shoulders. From a young age, chosen ones might be told that they are different, special, or destined for greatness. While this can be empowering, it can also be incredibly stressful. The pressure to live up to these expectations can lead to constant anxiety and fear of failure. They may feel that they have no room for mistakes, as any misstep could be seen as a failure to fulfill their destiny. This intense pressure can lead to a constant state of tension, where they are always striving to meet the high standards set for them, both by others and by themselves. In many cases, chosen ones may not have a clear understanding of what their purpose is supposed to be. They might struggle to find their path, yet feel the crushing weight of knowing they are supposed to do something extraordinary. This uncertainty can be paralyzing, making them doubt their abilities and whether they are truly capable of achieving what is expected of them. The fear of disappointing those who believe in them, or even worse, the fear of disappointing themselves, can be a constant companion on their journey. Moreover, the expectations of others can sometimes be unrealistic or conflicting. Different people might have different ideas about what the chosen one should do or how they should act, creating a sense of being pulled in multiple directions. This can cause internal conflict and make it even more difficult for them to find their own way. The chosen one may feel like they are constantly trying to please everyone, yet never truly satisfying anyone, including themselves. The weight of these expectations can also lead to isolation. The chosen one might feel like they cannot share their struggles with others because they are supposed to be strong and capable at all times. Admitting to feelings of doubt, fear, or exhaustion could be seen as a sign of weakness, something that a chosen one is not supposed to display. As a result, they might keep their feelings bottled up, leading to a sense of loneliness and emotional strain. The weight of expectations placed on chosen ones can be incredibly heavy, leading to anxiety, self-doubt, and isolation. While they are expected to rise to the occasion and fulfill their unique purpose, the pressure to meet these expectations can often make their journey more difficult and lonely than it appears to the outside world. One of the most challenging aspects of being a chosen one is the emotional loneliness that often accompanies this unique role. While the idea of being chosen for a special purpose might seem exciting and empowering, the reality is that it can lead to deep feelings of isolation. This loneliness is not just about being physically alone, but stems from the emotional distance that develops between the chosen one and those around them. Chosen ones often find themselves on a path that others cannot fully understand. Their journey is unique, and the challenges they face are not easily relatable to those who are not in their position. Even when surrounded by people, family, friends, mentors, the chosen one might feel like no one truly understands what they are going through. This can create a sense of emotional isolation, where they feel disconnected from the very people who are supposed to support them. This emotional loneliness is compounded by the expectations placed on them. Chosen ones are often seen as strong, capable, and destined for greatness. As a result, they may feel pressured to always present a brave face, even when they are struggling internally. Admitting to feelings of vulnerability, fear, or doubt can seem like a betrayal of the image others have of them. This can lead to a situation where the chosen one keeps their true feelings hidden, further deepening their sense of loneliness. Another factor contributing to this loneliness is the fear of being misunderstood or judged. Chosen ones may have experiences, thoughts, or emotions that are difficult to explain to others. They might fear that if they open up about their struggles, they will be met with confusion, disbelief, or even criticism. This can make them hesitant to share their inner world with others, leading to a self-imposed emotional isolation. Over time, this emotional loneliness can take a significant toll on the chosen one's mental and emotional well-being. The lack of a supportive outlet for their feelings can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and even depression. They might start to believe that they are truly alone in their journey, which can make the path ahead seem even more daunting. In some cases, the chosen one might even push people away, either consciously or unconsciously, to protect themselves from potential hurt. They may feel that it is easier to go it alone rather than risk being misunderstood or let down by others. This only serves to reinforce their isolation and can create a cycle of loneliness that is difficult to break. Emotional loneliness is a dark truth that many chosen ones face. Despite being surrounded by people, they often feel disconnected and alone due to the unique nature of their journey and the expectations placed on them. This loneliness can be deeply painful and can make the challenges of being a chosen one even harder to bear. Despite the often grand and noble purpose that comes with being a chosen one, the journey is not without its dark moments. One of the most profound being the struggle with self-doubt. This inner battle is something many chosen ones grapple with, even though they might appear confident and assured on the outside. The concept of a chosen one suggests that someone has been selected for a significant mission or destiny. However, this very idea can lead to overwhelming self-doubt. The chosen one might constantly question why they were chosen in the first place. Why me? Am I really the right person for this task? These are the kinds of questions that can haunt them, leading to a persistent feeling of inadequacy. The weight of their responsibility can make them feel like they are not capable enough or deserving of the role, no matter how others view them. This self-doubt is often fueled by the fear of failure. Knowing that so much is expected of them, chosen ones might become paralyzed by the thought of not living up to their destiny. They may worry that any mistake, no matter how small, could derail their entire mission or cause disappointment to those who believe in them. This fear can be crippling, making it difficult for them to take decisive actions or fully embrace their role. Moreover, the journey of a chosen one is rarely straightforward. It often involves numerous challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. Each of these can further erode their confidence, making them question their abilities and whether they are truly capable of overcoming the difficulties they face. Every time they stumble, the voice of self-doubt grows louder, telling them that they are not strong enough, smart enough, or brave enough to succeed. The struggle with self-doubt is also exacerbated by the lack of external validation. Since chosen ones often walk a path that is unique and not easily understood by others, they may not receive the encouragement or reassurance they need. They might feel like they are navigating uncharted territory without a map, and without anyone to tell them that they are on the right track. Their doubts can spiral out of control. This internal battle can lead to a vicious cycle where self-doubt breeds more self-doubt. The more they question themselves, the more they begin to see evidence of their supposed inadequacy in everything they do. This can cause them to retreat into themselves, avoiding risks or new opportunities out of fear that they will fail again. In some cases, this struggle with self-doubt can lead chosen ones to consider abandoning their mission altogether. The burden of constantly questioning their worth can become too much to bear, and they might start to believe that someone else would be better suited to fulfill their role. This can be a deeply painful decision, as it means giving up on something they once believed in, but the weight of their self-doubt can make it seem like the only option. The struggle with self-doubt is a powerful and often hidden challenge that chosen ones face. Despite the external image of confidence and strength, they may constantly battle with feelings of inadequacy and fear of failure. This internal conflict can make their journey even more difficult as they struggle to overcome the doubts that threaten to derail their mission. One of the most heart-wrenching experiences a chosen one may endure is betrayal by those they trust. This betrayal can come from friends, family members, mentors, or even allies who were once seen as loyal companions on their journey. The pain of betrayal is not just about the act itself, but also about the deep emotional wounds it leaves behind, often making the chosen one question everything they thought they knew about trust and loyalty. For a chosen one, the path they walk is often filled with challenges and dangers. Along this journey, They rely on a close circle of people for support, guidance, and encouragement. These relationships are built on a foundation of trust, and the chosen one often shares their deepest fears, hopes, and secrets with these individuals. When someone within this circle betrays them, it can feel like the ground has been ripped out from under their feet. Betrayal can take many forms. It might be as blatant as a trusted friend turning against them in a moment of need, or as subtle as someone manipulating events behind the scenes for their own gain. Sometimes, the betrayal is not intentional, but rather the result of misunderstandings or conflicting interests. Regardless of the form it takes, the impact is devastating. The chosen one may feel a deep sense of loss, not just of the relationship, but also of their sense of security and trust in others. The pain of betrayal is amplified by the unique position of the chosen one. Because they often carry a special mission or purpose, the stakes are higher. Betrayal can jeopardize their entire journey, leaving them vulnerable and exposed at the worst possible moment. The chosen one might have to deal with the fallout of the betrayal while still trying to fulfill their mission, adding an extra layer of difficulty to an already challenging path. Moreover, betrayal can lead to intense feelings of self-doubt and guilt. The chosen one might start to question their own judgment, wondering how they could have been so blind to the true intentions of the person who betrayed them. They might blame themselves for trusting the wrong person or for not seeing the signs earlier. This self-blame can be incredibly damaging, further eroding their confidence and making it difficult for them to trust others in the future. The emotional scars left by betrayal can linger long after the event itself. The chosen one may become more guarded, wary of letting others get too close. They might build emotional walls to protect themselves from future hurt, but in doing so, they also risk isolating themselves even further. This isolation can make their journey even lonelier, as they struggle to find new allies or rebuild their trust in those who remain. In some cases, the pain of betrayal can even lead to a crisis of faith or purpose. The chosen one might start to question whether their mission is worth the sacrifices they have to make, especially if betrayal becomes a recurring theme in their life. They might feel disillusioned, wondering if their path is truly the right one or if they have been misguided all along. The pain of betrayal is a profound challenge that many chosen ones face. It shakes the very foundation of their trust in others and can lead to deep emotional wounds that are difficult to heal. Betrayal not only jeopardizes their mission, but also leaves them questioning their own judgment and purpose. This makes the journey of a chosen one even more treacherous, as they must navigate the challenges of their path while carrying the scars of betrayal. Isolation is a recurring theme in the lives of chosen ones, and it is one of the most challenging aspects they face. While many people experience loneliness at times, the isolation that chosen ones endure is often deeper and more pervasive, stemming from the unique nature of their path and the expectations placed upon them. This isolation can manifest in various ways, each contributing to a profound sense of being cut off from others. One of the primary reasons for this isolation is the distinctiveness of the chosen one's journey. Their path is often unlike that of anyone else around them, marked by experiences, challenges, and responsibilities that few can relate to. While others may have the comfort of shared experiences and common struggles, the chosen one's path is often solitary. This can lead to a sense of alienation, as they may feel that no one truly understands what they are going through. Even when surrounded by people, the chosen one might feel alone in their experiences and unable to connect with others on a deeper level. The burden of isolation is also intensified by the expectations placed upon chosen ones. They are often seen as being above the ordinary, with a special destiny or mission that sets them apart. This can create an invisible barrier between them and others, as people may view them as different or even unapproachable. The chosen one might find that others treat them with a mix of awe and distance, which only serves to deepen their sense of isolation. The pressure to live up to these expectations can make it difficult for them to show vulnerability or seek help, further reinforcing their isolation. In some cases, the chosen one may isolate themselves intentionally, either out of necessity or self-preservation. The nature of their mission might require them to withdraw from social interactions or to keep certain aspects of their life hidden from others. This self-imposed isolation can be a double-edged sword. While it may be necessary to protect themselves or fulfill their mission, it also cuts them off from the support and companionship they need. Over time, this isolation can become a heavy burden, making the chosen one feel increasingly alone in their journey. The burden of isolation is not just emotional, but can also have practical consequences. Without a strong support system, the chosen one may struggle to find the resources, guidance, or encouragement they need to succeed. The lack of close relationships can leave them feeling unsupported and vulnerable, especially in times of crisis. This can make their path even more challenging, as they must rely solely on their own strength and resilience to overcome obstacles. Additionally, the burden of isolation can lead to a distorted sense of self. When isolated, the chosen one may begin to lose touch with who they are outside of their role or mission. Without the feedback and perspective that come from interacting with others, they might become overly focused on their mission to the point of losing sight of their own needs, desires, and identity. This can lead to burnout, where the chosen one feels like they are losing themselves in the process of fulfilling their destiny. Chosen ones often carry the heavy burden of being seen as flawless, capable of handling any situation with grace and competence. This expectation can be incredibly daunting, leading to immense pressure to live up to an idealized standard of perfection. While this may seem like a compliment, it is a double-edged sword that can cause significant internal conflict and stress. The pressure of perfection begins with the very nature of being a chosen one. They are often viewed as special or set apart, with a destiny that requires them to perform at a level above everyone else. This can create unrealistic expectations, both from others and from within themselves. The chosen one may feel that they must always make the right decisions, never falter, and constantly succeed, regardless of the challenges they face. This pressure can be overwhelming, as it leaves little room for mistakes or learning through failure. One of the most insidious aspects of this pressure is that it often leads to self-imposed standards that are nearly impossible to meet. The chosen one might believe that they must be perfect in every aspect of their life, from their actions and decisions to their emotions and thoughts. They might feel that any sign of weakness or imperfection is unacceptable, leading to a relentless pursuit of an unattainable ideal. This can result in a cycle of self-criticism where they constantly judge themselves harshly for not living up to their own expectations. The pressure of perfection can also manifest in the fear of letting others down. As a chosen one, they may be looked up to by those around them, who expect them to lead, inspire, and protect. The weight of these expectations can be crushing, as in conclusion, the pressure of perfection is a heavy burden that many chosen ones must bear. The expectation to be flawless, both from others and from within, can lead to significant stress, self-doubt, and emotional exhaustion. This pressure can also create barriers to genuine connection and self-discovery, leaving the chosen one feeling isolated and disconnected. Despite the external image of strength and competence, the chosen one's journey is often marked by the internal struggle to balance the demands of perfection with the reality of their own humanity.